Can you say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Today we have a special 30-minute morning yoga class for all levels. No props required. We're going to start in Shavasana, a nice, gentle start to help you ease into your day. Make yourself comfortable here. Let your feet reach at least mat's distance apart, and allow the toes to flop out to the sides as you relax the legs. Arms are down by your sides, or maybe rest hands on belly or the hips, whatever feels the most relaxing. And allow the shoulders to melt down into the earth. Soften the muscles of the face and close the eyes or soften the gaze. Let's take this moment to notice our surroundings. Take your mind off the day before you and just settle into the sensations of the present. Notice the quality of the air around you. Notice the way the air feels on your skin. Embrace the fleeting nature of each precious moment, gathering up each and every moment and holding it close in your mind, savoring its unique quality. Let's take a cleansing breath. Breathe in deeply through the nose, open the mouth, and exhale it all out. Then we'll start to breathe deeply through the nose. If you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, you can add that in, creating just a subtle restriction in the back of the throat that causes the breath to move in and out the nose with a soft sound of ocean waves. If you aren't using Ujjayi breath today, just remember to breathe through the nose, nice, deep, full breaths. We're going to move slowly now into bridge pose. So flutter your eyelids open and walk your heels up close to your hips with feet hip distance apart. Arms are by your sides with the palms pressing down into the mat, close to your heels. Then on an inhale, press the hips up towards the sky. Really press here, legs nice and strong and parallel, knees staying hip distance apart. Keep breathing in and out the nose as you hold here for just a moment longer, growing active in the back body and open in the front of the hips and thighs. On your next exhale, release, letting the hips sink back down towards the earth. Pause here for a moment, breathing in and out the nose. Now, with your feet pressing down into the earth, let's connect to the core by pressing the lower back down onto the earth. Try to make sure there's no space at all between the back and the mat, really pressing down as you feel the abdominals activate. Keep your lower back pressed firmly on the earth as you lift the legs up high, pressing soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. I'm going to give you a couple of options as we go forward. And remember that this is a class for all levels and you don't need to take every option. As we move towards half boat or canoe pose, try to stop as soon as you notice you can no longer keep your lower back firmly on the earth, and reel it back into a position where you're able to maintain that connection. We'll start by propping the seat with our hands, sliding hands under your seat just a little, like a wedge. This will help you keep your lower back grounded. Then point the toes and slowly lower the legs down towards the earth, going only as far as you're able to go without letting the lower back lift up off the earth. If this is easy for you, you can go ahead and come into canoe or half boat pose, lifting the upper back up off the mat and reaching hands out towards the feet. If your neck is tense, it's a sign you're shifting the work into your hip flexors, so lower your head back down to the earth and allow the neck to relax as you focus on firming the lower belly. Wherever you are right now, we're going to continue to breathe here as we hold just a few more moments for 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep your back pressed to the earth as you curl the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug, maybe finding a little movement, rocking side to side. Keep hugging your right knee in as you extend your left leg long on the mat, pausing for a moment as we curl the head up to the knee. It's okay to keep a bend in the left knee if the leg won't extend all the way, but try to let your leg relax as you allow the front of the hip to open. Then rest your head back down on the earth, and we'll peel the right leg out to the side, keeping the back of the pelvis firmly rooted on the earth. Wrap index and middle fingers around your big toe, and keep a bend in the knee as you press knee towards armpit, moving into half happy baby. You can stay here, or you can begin to straighten your leg and move into reclined big toe hold. In either of these poses, you probably feel your left hip wanting to fly up off the mat, but keep the back of the pelvis firmly rooted on both sides. If you're in reclined big toe hold, you can play with holding the leg more out to the side of the body or closer in to the midline in front of the face. Wherever you are in this pose, let's meet by hugging the knee back into the chest. Then reach your left hand down for the sole of your foot, and we're just going to draw the foot over towards the earth on the opposite side of the body, stretching through the outer hip. Keep breathing. Deep, full breaths in and out the nose. Let's move into a twist. You can keep the knee bent as you twist the lower body towards the left, staying rooted in the upper body, shoulders both resting on the mat. You can stop there, or you can reach your hand down and clasp the outer blade of your foot as you start to straighten the leg. Maybe even moving into cat pulling its tail by catching onto your left foot behind you. Keep breathing in and out the nose, softening the muscles of the face. Release your hold on your foot, and we're going to roll into the twist and come onto the belly with the leg outstretched. Move gently as you roll over, slowly flipping the upper body over until you come onto the belly. If this is a lot for the inner thigh, you can bend the knee, or you can start to draw the outstretched leg in closer to your upper body. Wherever you are right now, allow the body to soften as you melt down into the earth, growing a little more easeful with each exhale. Slowly draw your leg back down till both legs are extended together and you're just lying flat on the belly. We'll find some opening in the right shoulder with a pose called open wing. Reach your right arm straight out to the side, palm facing down. Then turning to the left, we'll press up off the mat, planting left palm and left foot on the ground to stabilize the body in this position. If you've got a lot of space, you can plant your left foot back behind your right leg, moving a little deeper into the twist. Keep breathing. Nice, deep, full breaths in and out the nose. Then we'll unwind from our twist and roll over again onto our backs to repeat our sequence on the left side. Start with both knees hugging into the chest. Then slowly extend your right leg as you keep hugging left knee into your chest, drawing head up to knee. Right knee can be bent, but try to relax as you open through the front of the hip. Release your head to the ground and peel your left leg out to the side, keeping both sides of the pelvis rooted on the earth. Wrap index and middle fingers around your big toe for half happy baby. You can stay here, or you can start to straighten the leg for reclined big toe hold. Stay rooted in both sides of the pelvis. Keep breathing. Deep, full breaths in and out the nose. We'll meet by hugging the knee back into the chest. Reach your right hand down for the sole of your foot, and we'll draw the foot over to the opposite side of the body and down towards the earth, stretching through the outer hip. Soften the muscles of the face and continue to breathe in and out the nose. Then we'll move into our twist, twisting lower body towards the right, keeping both shoulders rooted on the mat. You have the option to keep the knee bent or to reach down and clasp the outer blade of the foot and straighten the leg. If you'd like to go even deeper into the pose, you can move into cat pulling its tail. Soften the muscles of the face, continuing to breathe through the nose. Now we'll release the hold on the foot and slowly roll into the twist, flipping over until we come onto the belly, keeping leg outstretched. You can bend the knee, or you can draw the leg in closer to the upper body. Feel the body soften with each deep breath out, melting down into the earth. Slowly draw your outstretched leg down till both legs are extended together, and we'll open the left shoulder with open wing. Reach left arm straight out to the side, and turning to face the right, we'll press the body up off the mat, moving into a twist. Stabilize using your right hand and right foot, finding just the right place for your body in the pose. Keep breathing. Nice deep breaths in and out the nose. Then we'll unwind from our twist, and this time from our bellies we'll press up onto all fours, coming into tabletop position. Wrists stacked under shoulders, knees under hips. Find a few cats and cows here, inhaling as you drop the belly for cow pose, and exhaling as you squeeze the belly and round the spine for cat pose. Keep moving at your own pace with your own breath. We're going to move from here into downward facing dog. So if you're new to the practice, take a moment to pause and look at your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide, pressing down through the whole palm and all the pads of the fingers, especially index fingers and thumbs. Index fingers and thumbs should form a nice fishhook shape, with index fingers pointing straight up to the top of the mat. If the inner creases of the elbows are facing down, rotate the arms so that you can see them. Then we'll all tuck the toes and slowly curl the sits bones up to the sky as we press back into downward facing dog. We'll pedal out our dog by bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel down into the ground, still curling sits bones up towards the sky as we lengthen the space all the way from heel to pelvis. Switch sides, pressing opposite heel down into the ground. Then settle into your down dog. If you're new to the practice and have tight hamstrings, it's a good idea to keep the knees bent. And don't worry about trying to touch heels to mat. Just focus on keeping a nice long spine, strong arms, and sits bones curling up to the sky. Let's take 5 deep breaths here together. Find a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. 1. Deep breath in and out. 2. Breathe in and out. 3. Breathe in and out. 4. Breathe in and exhale. 5. Lift the heels, coming up onto your toes, and we'll take tiny little tiptoe steps all the way up to the top of the mat till you come into a forward fold. For this first forward fold of the day, bend your knees as you gently work your way into the hamstrings. Keeping the knees bent, on your next inhale, lift halfway, coming up with a long spine into a number 7 shape. Then exhale to fold again, knees bent to help you better access the hamstrings. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up as you come to standing. And exhale, hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Heel toe feet in together till big toes touch and heels are slightly apart. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and on your exhale, let's sink down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the lower ribs in, pressing belly button to spine. We want to make sure we're not gripping in the toes, which causes your hamstrings to tighten up. Rather, we want to activate the glutes, so see if you can soften the toes enough to lift them up off the mat. Maybe sinking down in your chair just a little bit more as you do so for a few more breaths. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on your next exhale, hinge from your hips as you forward fold. Remember, you can keep your knees bent to help you work your way into your hamstrings. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back position, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, and exhale, hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Heel toe the feet out till feet are aligned under the hips. Inhale to reach up, and exhale, let's hinge from the hips as we go all the way back down, forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat and we'll step the right foot back, coming into a grounded lunge. Pause here, breathing deeply in and out the nose. Square the hips, keeping them even. If it's available to you in your practice, you can reach back and catch your right foot in your hand, deepening the stretch in your hip flexors. Draw the belly button close to the spine and at the same time gently activate your right glute. This can feel really intense, so just keep breathing through it and try to soften the muscles of the face, especially around the mouth and the jaw. Just another moment here. And then we'll step the left foot back, moving through all fours, and on an exhale, keep the elbows close to your sides as you slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. Inhale, press up to cobra, and exhale to lower back down and make your way to your downward facing dog. From there, step your right foot up to the top of the mat, best effort. Lower your left knee and come again into your grounded lunge. Square the hips, keeping them even with each other. If you want to deepen the pose, reach back and catch your foot in your hand. Pause, breathing deeply in and out the nose, and draw belly button to spine as you activate in your left glute. Breathe into your left hip as it opens, and soften the muscles of the face, especially around the mouth and the jaw. One more moment. And we're going to step up into a forward fold, best efforts. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back position, and exhale, forward fold, keeping knees bent. Inhale to sweep the arms up as you come to standing, and exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Bring hands to mat and step your left foot back, coming into your grounded lunge. Square the pelvis, keeping hips even. This time, if you feel stable, you can lift the hands up overhead, dropping shoulders down away from ears. And if you need a little more, tuck your toes, lift your knee and scoot it back a little, and untuck your toes again. Keep breathing nice, full breaths. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down, stepping your right foot back, and keeping elbows close to your sides, lower all the way down onto the belly. Inhale to press up to cobra, and exhale, lower back down and come to your down dog. Now step your left foot forward, coming into your lunge. Square the pelvis, keeping hips even. If you're stable, lift hands up overhead, dropping shoulders away from ears. To deepen the pose, tuck your back toes, lift and move the knee, and untuck your toes again. Keep breathing in and out the nose. On your next exhale, lower hands and best effort, step the back foot up into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back position, and exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up as you stand, and exhale, hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale to sweep arms up, and we'll just take a moment to stretch through the side body, first in one direction, and then in the other. Now interlace the fingers behind the back, and instead of trying to straighten the arms, keep a bend in the arms as you draw the elbows in parallel to each other, lifting the hands up off the back, heart space opening. Breathe through the nose and release. We're going to finish up today's morning practice with a sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Let's move with the breath, and you have the option to move through Cobra as we did before, or to flow through your upward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose as you sweep the arms up overhead, and on your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back position, and exhale, press hands to mat and step it back to plank position. Exhale, lower through chaturanga for up dog or onto the belly for cobra, breathing in as you lift into your back bend, and exhale back to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. 1. Breathe in and breathe out. 2. Breathe in and breathe out. 3. Breathe in and breathe out. 4. Breathe in and breathe out. 5. Best effort, step up to the top of your mat and inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you stand. And exhale, hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Pause with hands at heart center. Job well done. Soften the tops of the shoulders as your neck grows long, and untuck the chin as the head rests easily at the top of the spine. Then drop hands down to sides, palms facing forward, as the heart space opens and you grow ready to meet your day. Let's close our practice with a cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, open the mouth, and exhale it all out. Bring palms to touch and lift them up to third eye as we slightly bow the head. Namaste.